So basically, it would be okay for Finland to be part of Soviet Union in some sense.
In some cases, at least.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anticapitalista. So right now I'm here on I'm not sure the name of the square, but it's in the center of Helsinki. Yeah, you can show that. Show this. I mean. So basically, yeah, the main action is going to be somewhere here, and also some other protesters, they're kind of gathering. So this protest is supposed to be like anti-fascist demonstration against apparently the Nazis, which I'm not quite sure do they even exist right now or not. But we will definitely find it out. We will definitely ask some people. One more question. So do you think that perussuomalaiset is basically a Nazi party?
Kind of.
Okay, so what is, in your opinion, then the definition of Nazism, and what is like, because, you know, nowadays there is a really big problem with some people, they just call people Nazis, and basically it became kind of like a slur. However, it is a terrible ideology that killed millions of people. So what is it like, so what a person should be to kind of be called a Nazi, in your opinion?
That they hate different races.
Okay, so do you believe that perussuomalaiset hate different races?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any kind of quotes from the representatives that show that they hate Asians or blacks or whatever?
I don't remember them.
Okay, so why did you decide to come here? What do you think about, and what are you protesting right now?
I'm protesting against Nazis and fascism and capitalism mostly. It's for personal reasons. I'm a leftist and I have some Jewish heritage, and so I know how it feels like when you're part of a minority, and even if I haven't been a target of racism because of my skin color that I was born with, I understand, and I'm strongly against it.
Okay, yeah, sure. So basically, this protest is against Nazism, right? And so, do you think that it is now nowadays a big problem in Finland? Do you think that there are many Nazis over there? So do you think they are basically a threat or not?
I think they could be a threat. And even if some people are not out as Nazis, I think that some politicians might be. But that's just a personal opinion of mine.
Okay, so do you have any like examples of Nazist politicians in Finland, for example, maybe in parliament or anywhere?
No, I don't. I've mostly just been updating myself on the US situation because I have many friends from there.
I protest any form of the extreme far right, particularly fascism and Nazism. This is basically Helsinki against Nazis, and it's a anti-fascist. You could call it an anti-fascist, but it's not ANTIFA.
Okay. So, in terms of like, if we are focused on protesting the Nazis, do you think that there are many of them right now in Finland? Do you think that they pose a threat to the Finnish society right now? And or do you have any friends who are Nazis, or any like politicians who are openly Nazis? Do you know some of them?
Mainstream politicians, no, I do not know any, nor do I have any friends who otherwise they would not be my friends.
Yeah.
However, I do believe that they are a threat. With economic turmoil and climate change, extremists always will rise. And the biggest party right now is a nationalist party.
Perussuomalaiset.
Correct, perussuomalaiset. It's a nationalist.
Do you think it's a Nazi party?
No, not directly. However, many people in the party, I would not be surprised. Many of them, I think, are fascists. They would not describe themselves as such. They may not believe in all the tenets of Nazism, you know, like the Jewish conspiracy and things like that, but I do believe that they pose a threat even if they don't identify themselves as such.
So why are you here today?
It's because I don't like that the far right is kind of trying to take over the national symbols of Finland for themselves, because I think Finland should be a diverse country, and like we have room for many different kinds of people. So yeah, the far right is stupid, and that's why I'm here.
So basically, these guys, they don't usually like capitalism. As you can see, they are anti-capitalist. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the alternatives. I'm not sure if it is possible to have any alternative to capitalism. But maybe we'll ask them about it.
It's my responsibility as a white person to be here.
Sure. Okay. So, do you think that white supremacy is a big problem nowadays? And could you maybe define white supremacy first?
Well, it's not a new problem. for sure.
Okay.
It's been, because it's been around since slavery and since colonialism started and everything like that. So it's really, it's not the new.
Okay.
And it's, of course, it's hard to define otherwise than it doesn't give a lot of space for other people than people in the power and people in white culture.
So do you think, is there any politicians that promote white supremacy nowadays in Finland?
Yes, I think.
Could you name maybe any policies, names of these white supremacy policies?
Yeah, well, you can take anyone from perussuomalaiset.
Yeah, sure, I've heard about this party, but what exactly is white supremacist in their policies and actions? What did they exactly say promoting white supremacy?
I'm not sure if I can be able to continue this. I have to think about it.
What is like for a person to become a Nazi? What would be the frames for it?
Racism and, well, someone to become a Nazi. If you look at from the perspective when you first meet someone, I wouldn't say a bald head immediately means you're a Nazi. That's wrong to assume someone is a Nazi because of that. And I would mostly just look at what they were wearing, because I went to the Pride Parade last year, this year, and I saw someone who had a bald head and a white shirt that had the symbol, and it wrote that, like, it was very...
But do you think that Nazism is more like an ideology with ideas or rather than an outfit? So would you agree that we should rather judge people by their ideas if they prescribe to Nazism ideology or not?
Ideology, but usually people, because it is their ideology, they do show it in the way they act and how they dress.
Okay, yeah, I see.
They strongly believe in Nazism.
Okay, and so, for example, if a person is against, I don't know, immigration, does it make him or her a Nazi?
No.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Do you follow American politics or not? Do you have any preferences with them?
Yes, I do follow American politics because what happens in America affects the rest of the world.
Yeah, so which candidate right now do you support in terms of presidential race? Do you have any like favorite or any politicians from the United States who do you support?
Hands down Bernie Sanders. Do I think he's perfect? Not necessarily, but I think he's the best candidate so far because I personally find that all the presidents of the United States in the last couple of years have not been adequate, to say the least.
Okay, so I just have a question about your flag. So is it the Soviet Union's flag?
Yes, it is.
So as a Russian, I mean I am from Russia. So what would you say to people who claim that basically Bolshevism and communism killed billions of people, for example, Holodomor, or the Great Purge committed by Stalin in 1930s, or the repressions against army officers, or repressions against peasants, or repressions against workers? So what would you say to these people? Is it true or is it false?
Well, at least at what I know, it is false, because the basic accusation of communism killing 100 million people and whatnot, it's based on the book, or Black Book of Communism, and that particular book does not, the author of that book, does not have actually any kind of source criticism. He uses Nazi and Ukrainian and Polish nationalists as sources, and because that particular book it wants to be sensational, so it has to reach the 100 million number.
So you think it's false? So what about Holodomor, killing like 3 million of Ukrainians in artificially created hunger? Do you think it's a hoax? Do you think it's never happened?
Definitely, serious. Famines are not planned. There are
No, but it was evidence that proved that it was artificially made by Stalin.
No, it can't be artificial, because people can control the weather. That is right.
The Bernie or the Nazis? And so we have some quotes from National Socialists, and we have some quotes from Bernie Sanders. And so you need to guess which quote is Bernie's and which one is from Nazis. It can be any
Right.
like.
Hit me up. Hit me up.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So the first quote: socialism as the final concept of duty, the ethical duty of work, not just for oneself, but also for one's fellow man's sake, and above all the principle, common good before own good. Is it a Nazi or Bernie Sanders?
Well, the way that's phrased doesn't sound like Bernie Sanders to me. I wouldn't be surprised if it was an early left-sided national socialist.
So you would say it's a Nazi, right?
Something in that direction, but I don't want to confirm anything. But let's go with that.
Okay, so yeah, it's Adolf Hitler. You're correct.
Yes.
Next one.
So I have a question. Why those people are hiding their faces? What are they scared of? Maybe they believe that their idea is not maybe the right thing to do and chant for? I don't know.
Capitalism is the immoral distribution of capital.
Immoral.
Yeah.
Immoral. That sounds like a Bernie Sanders quote.
Hey, unfortunately, it's Joseph Goebbels. It's Joseph Goebbels.
Oh, that hurts.
It's the Minister of Propaganda. Yeah. So, the third one.
No border, no nation, stop deportation.
So basically, these people are now chanting "No border, no nations," and "Stop deportations." Sounds like a radical idea, right? I don't know. Maybe it's good to not have any nations.
I see a future where getting to work or to school or to the store does not have to cause pollution.
That sounds like Bernie Sanders.
That's true, that's Bernie.
We don't need borders. Why do we need borders? Why do we need borders, right? I mean, crime, whatever, illegal immigrants, whatever. So we don't need any nations. I guess we need to abolish everything and basically have one world. Why not?
Bernie. Next one. We do not believe that there could ever exist a state with lasting inner health if it is not built on internal social justice.
We? Okay, I won't have to say National Socialist on that.
Yeah, that's Adolf Hitler.
Still. Oh, here. Revolution is the only solution for this guy. So basically, yeah, I don't know what to say, but some people think that revolution is okay. I don't know. I am from Russia, guys, and we had some revolution. Didn't go well. I don't know. My grand-grandfather was basically killed by the communist regime. He was a scientist. I'm not sure if revolutions actually work. I think it's kind of a bloody mess.
If you open the borders, my God, there is a lot of poverty in this world, and you're going to have people from all over the world. And I don't think that's something that we can do at this point. Can't do it.
That doesn't sound like Bernie Sanders to me.
It was Bernie Sanders, 2015. He said it. So yeah, that was Bernie.
Okay. Well, I'm not particularly good with quotes, but hey, thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Big protest here, really big one, and it's really good that people actually have a right to express their opinions. I would say I disagree with them mostly, but still it was fun. I mean, we had some nice conversation. We had, unironically, a supporter of Soviet Union. We had some guys that basically were against Nazis, but they didn't know what Nazis. But still, hey, it was fun. Okay.
So basically they are chanting that no Nazis in Helsinki and no Nazis whatsoever. I totally agree. I agree with this. I mean, who wouldn't agree? But the problem is basically who is a Nazi?
Thanks for watching our video. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like, and peace.